I just walked in the door. I just got back from the range. Getting set up here. Be just one moment. Hi, Kathy is in the chat. Let's see who else we got here. We got Volcanics. Hey, Sadie. Hey, John. Hello, June. Sorry I'm late. I had a range date. I was out shooting my guns and stuff over at the range, and I just made it back. I was supposed to have been here earlier, but the traffic was crazy. But we're here now, and welcome to the Saturday Sharing Edition. I'm going to show you what we're going to do today. Let me turn the camera around. We're going to do maintenance on this tank. We're going to clean out all these dirty sponge filters. We're going to do a basic water change. I'm going to do a little bit of a gravel vac on this. Probably be doing maybe about 30% water change. I'll probably take it down to about here. This is a 55-gallon tank. That's pretty good for these guys. They don't have a whole lot of bio load, and I feed them only about 2 to 3 times a day, just small amounts. So how is everybody doing? I want to get a few more people in before I get started doing all that. This will give me a chance to catch my breath a little bit and have something to drink. It was hot at the range today. See if I can zoom in here a little bit. You just walked in. Oh, thank you, honey, for letting everybody know that. Do you have any questions Jeff can answer when he arrives? Oh, thanks, honey, for saying that. Yeah, if anybody has any questions. Hello, June. I will be lurking. Have a great stream and blanket. Hello. Thank you, John. Thank you very much. And we have Jose. Hello, Jose, and hello, Tata Loves. Welcome. Turn around. Hello, welcome to the live stream. This is what I call the Aquatic Addicts Anonymous Saturday Sharing Edition. You got to forgive me, I'm awful sweaty. I just walked in from the house. I was at the range all morning long, and it was a hot one out there. Probably about 86 degrees and full sun. Robert Reed is lurking. Hello, Robert Reed. Welcome. I'm going to be doing some work on this 55-gallon tank here in just a few minutes. We're going to get started. Basic water change and clean out the sponge filters. And then we can have a little discussion about the fish that I'm keeping in here. And hello, Ed. Welcome. And hello, Shady Grady. In today's Saturday Sharing Edition, I'm just going to be doing some maintenance in this 55-gallon tank. And then we have these Isla Tiger Limias here. I'm going to clean out the sponge filters. I'm going to do some little gravel vac. And then from there, what I call this series on Saturday, I call it one tank at a time. And so this is the tank that we're going to deal with today. Hello, Jorge. Welcome, my friend. Hello, Mike. Good to see you. I was running a little bit late today. I just got back from the range, and the traffic was crazy on the way back, so I was a few minutes late actually getting back here. I haven't even got my tripod set up. This is me holding the camera with my shaky hands. Hello, Adele. Welcome. I'm going to be lurking too while I get my Monster Energy. Oh, there you go. I need to get some Monster Energy too. I got a Pepsi down here, but I may at some point grab a coffee also. So good to see everybody. I hope everybody's doing well today. It's a real hot day here in Michigan, I can tell you that, guys. I was out there in the full sun and shooting guns, and it was fun. I enjoy doing that in the summertime and in the fall. It's another one of my hobbies. But fish are my main hobby, and that's what we're here for. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get my tripod set up here. So I'll just go ahead and turn the camera back around on me so you can just concentrate on my ugly mug instead of showing everything else around here. I'll grab my tripod over here. Let's see, we got quite a few. I'll turn it. Oh, you can't see that because I got it on me. I got quite a few tanks down here that I'm going to be working on this series at one tank at a time. Then I got this rack here of these tanks. And then the 65 over there, I did that one the other day on a pop-up, which turned out to be a pretty good stream. I really enjoyed it. Got the sponge filters nice and cleaned out. It's nice and clear in there. Everybody's doing great. And I was on Mexicali Fish Keepers last night and enjoying his stream. It was very nice. And let me get this set up, guys. See if I can do this one-handed with this adjustment tool here. Oh, there you go, there. There we go. Sorry for the jostling of the camera here. Tighten that up. It was just chaos. Oh yeah, it was a lot of fun. Sometimes you just gotta let it go free for all every once in a while, right? Okay, let me grab my equipment now, guys, and I'll be right back. Hello, Bunny Viper. I'm going to put my microphone in here. Let me know if it sound any better than it did. Because the last time I used it, it sounded a little bit better to me. I didn't say by what was. It's official. The King of Douche had nothing better to do than leave a passive-aggressive message in your stream. Oh, no. That's too bad. You'd think that some of these bigger YouTube channels would be a little kinder, you know, to people. That's too bad. People got to be that way. You definitely don't deserve that, Adele. I'm going to adjust my tripod up here a little bit. That's a little better. There we are. It was just funny, yeah. Much better, can't hear the pump. Good. Yeah, this microphone does a really good job. The only problem with this one is it's a wired one, but it's okay. It's got a nice long wire. I can have plenty of room to do it. You had a good giggle? That's great. All right, well, we got a number of people in here. I'm going to go ahead and get started with this project. First things first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop out the sponge filters. And then after I get those cleaned up, I will, well, I'm going to take some water. I'm going to squeeze these out in the tank water this time. I usually take them over to the sink, but I'm going to do everything here this time. I'll be taking out 15 gallons out of this tank and doing that. Just had to have a drink of Pepsi. My mouth was so dry. All right. So I'll take this top off, set it over here. All right. Well, I will just start off by taking these out. Because I'm always going to stir up a little bit of stuff from these sponge filters, so I do it before I do the water change. Just drop them down into a bucket here. Take that part out. Okay. And we got this one. Gets pretty bad. Suck that there. All right. And then, look at all that duckweed too. I'm not going to try and get all the duckweed out of this one today, but I will try and get a little bit. And I got this double sponge filter over here that the suction cups on it aren't so good. I'll just move this back over here for a moment. Open this one up. Yikes. There we go. Wow, this thing's got a lot of duckweed on it. Take that off. I can tell on this one especially by the weight of it, it is really heavy. And that's the one that seems to pick up the most junk. These double sponge filters are just great. I love these. So I'm going to pop them all down here. Set that piece up. All right. All right, so now we'll go ahead and start taking some of the water. Yeah, there's plenty of duckweed in this tank, I'll tell you that. I have very little KH in my water, so this is aragonite sand that I use in this tank. And it usually holds the pH up around 7.8, which these live bearers seem to really like. Slide my other buckets over as well. There we go. Well, I can't see the chat while I'm doing this, guys, but I'll check back occasionally. But right now we're just taking the water level down. If I can get some in the bucket instead of all on the floor, that'd be great. There it goes on the floor. Okay. Once my co-host is able to join us, it'll be a little easier for me doing these type of projects because she'll be able to talk to you guys while I'm doing these kinds of things. But she's been busy and hasn't been feeling real good, so we're going to give her some chance to get feeling well before she can join us. And I just told her just to take it easy and get feeling better. But until I'm able to do that, it's hard for me to interact with you guys because I can't see you right now. So as soon as I get these buckets filled up, I'll sit down and I will check the chat out. So what I think I'll do is I'm going to go over on the other side and gravel back that side too, because it's kind of make it uniform all the way across. So let's go ahead and set this guy back here. There we go. Go to the other side. And Kathy, if you could talk with the chat for a minute while I'm doing this, that would be great. Thank you. With this, you just want to agitate the top layer just a little bit, and otherwise you'll suck up all that aragonite. So I got to lift this up, let it go back down. I thought I'd be back here in plenty of time after the range, but I tell you, the traffic was killer. And we were having so much fun, I kind of lost track of the time a little bit. I got to be honest about it. It's only my second time at the range all summer, so that was a lot of fun. All right. Yeah, this tank's not too bad, really. It's really been very successful with the breeding of these live bears. They really are prolific. I think Curtis gave me like 8 or 10 of them, and I probably have, conservative will be about 35 to 50 fry in there. There might be more. So that's great. Yeah, just filling this last bucket up. It's a hot one here in Michigan today. How hot is it in your neck of the woods, guys? I bet it's, I know where Jorge lives in Arizona. It's got to be really a scorcher there compared to here in Michigan. Because if it's hot here, you know it's got to be like on fire down there. All right. Okay. We got all the water out that we're going to take out. Pull my chair up here for a second and check the chat out, and we'll continue on. It's not a real fast job we're doing here. It's going to be okay. Let's see what we got here. Look at that on the glass, guys. It's 93 in Texas. Oh my goodness. What gossip did I miss? Not too much. I think I was just rattling on about the range. Oh, you like the Dragonstone, Bunny? Yes, I love it too. I got a nice one up here in this tank that I just set this tank up. Look at that Dragonstone. That cord's in the way, but that's a real pretty piece. I got a whole box of it. Got a great deal on it too. It was like, I think it was $44, and I got 50 pounds. And it was delivered with free delivery. I could not, I mean, I probably got, honestly, I probably got $100 worth of Dragonstone for $44 total cost. So that was pretty good. Let's see here, the humidity is crazy right now, he says. Jeff, do you use a pump to drain the water out? No, I just use a siphon. I'm just catching up with the chat here a little bit. He needs to drive. His ego must be pretty heavy. Let's see here. I'm not alone then, thanks. Thanks, Adele, I'm not that entertaining. Oh, sweetie, you're doing good. Thank you so much for helping me out. I'm not alone then, thanks, Kathy. Good, good. All right, I think we're getting there. They were Greg. There's Greg. Hello, Greg. Welcome, my friend. Just doing this, my Saturday sharing edition of the Aquatic Addicts Anonymous, where I do projects and maintenance and stuff like that. Nothing too exciting or fancy. Just working on this 55-gallon tank here, getting all the sponge filters cleaned out, and then we're gonna fill her back up and maybe talk about the fish for a few minutes. Nothing too long about it, but it is really great to see everybody here. And coming back down here, it's earthquake weather. Uh-oh. That's not good. 109 degrees now. Yikes. Going to hit 113, Jorge says. That's not good. That's killer weather there. Yo. Our last summer we got a lot of rain, which is unusual. Huh. Okay. All right. So let me see here now. I will. Oh, my cat's here. No, Tink, you gotta be good. Yeah, I know. I know. I'm gonna bring these. Look out. I got a helper here. I'm just bringing up all the telescope on my thing, so I'm gonna do these sponge filters here, so you guys can get a picture of it. I mean, not that it's that exciting or anything, but it's for anybody who's new that don't do this very much. It might be interesting. Of course, watching me do anything is probably entertaining because I'm such a klutz. Let's see here. All right, let's bring it down. Yes, Tinky, I'm here. Let me see here. Where's the buckets at there? Well, first of all, he wants to say hi. Hi. 21 years old, guys. He's still doing good. All right. Well, that's no good. This tripod isn't quite short enough to do this, but we'll go ahead and do it anyway. So we got this. Basically just squeezing. You can see the stuff coming out of it. Just got to fill it full of water. So it makes a huge difference. You get all that out of there. It's about 3 times lighter when you're done with it. I'll just toss another bucket over here. The other one. You know what? what, I'm going to actually take this off here like this, and I can just show you. You can see all the duckweed in that water there, guys. See, the water's starting to come out clean in there now. So that's good. It's pretty decent. Well, a little bit more. Do one more. Yeah, that's good. So I just toss it over here in this bucket. This thing right here weighs a ton. This is going to be interesting. Try and hold this up. Do it one-handed here. Yeah, this one needed it. It's been probably 2 months since I did this one last. No want duckweed. No, I don't want duckweed either. I did manage to get most of it out of the one tank that I did. I'm not sure if you've seen it when I did the 20-gallon tank. I was on a quest to get all the duckweed out of it. I got the majority of it out. And what I've been doing now is each day that I go to feed them and I see some duckweed, I'll just take the net and I'll scoop what I can see out. And sooner or later, I'm going to have all of it. Hopefully. That still has the best drop in the tank video. Oh, does he? I think that was good enough. Toss that one in there. And then we got this little guy. This one right here gets really, this is the intake to the yeah. This is one of those aquarium co-op. It's the coarser sponge for the intake. It works really good. Gets a lot of duckweed and stuff in it. Yeah, I'll take this one over to the next bucket over. Water hasn't been, just gets a couple squeezes underwater first. Oh yeah, that's much better. All right. Oops. Alrighty. So look at that. Duckweed isn't the job today, I don't think. We'll have that for another project. That's going to be a project in its own. That would take way too long to try and get all this today. So we're just gonna do the basic water change and the sponge filters and get that going. So let's see here. I'm looking at the chat now for a second. Cleaning filter and duckweed. Reintroduce duckweed. Yep, it will if you got duckweed in it. I had little pieces in these sponge filters that eventually will be duckweed free, hopefully. I think when it comes to duckweed, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. You got to just really work it gradually and get what you can. Let's see here. One little tiny leaf is all it takes to start. You're right. I never had duckweed, guys, and I'm telling you this is the truth. I've been in the hobby since '74, and I never had duckweed until about 3 years ago when I ordered a pair of Apistos on eBay. There's a little bit of duckweed in the bag, and I thought I got it all out. And everything you've seen in my fish room came from that one purchase. And hello, Chona. How are you? Hello. Good to see you. Welcome to the chat, everybody. I'm just sitting here doing these sponge filters, and I'm going to get the tripod set back up. I'm going to get the hose over here, get the dechlorinator, and we're going to fill this tank up, get the sponge filters hooked back up. Thank you for always visiting the live stream. Oh, you're welcome. Hello, Gabriel. Good to see you, my friend. I'm doing pretty good. I'm just doing some maintenance on this 55-gallon tank here. And there is a lot of duckweed. I have to clean all that out, but not today. Today's just a little bit of a gravel vac and then some water change. Yes. Yep, you can see me. Okay, so now I'm going to take my camera off for just a minute. If I can. I'm not sure if I can or not, actually. I don't think I will take my camera off. I think I'll just leave it on and reset up my tripod the way it's supposed to be, because that was a mistake. There we go. Getting, there we go. Get there. One down, two to go. I think I need to plan things a little bit better. I will get there though. That's one thing about live stream. I mean, it's not like a video. You can't edit this out. This is all happening real time. And, you know, you're getting the real deal that way, I think. So, yep. And, all right, I think I got it. Nope, got one more to go. All right. Now we'll just get it set back in the tripod for you. There we go. Okay. You can see out in my backyard, that is hot out there, guys. It's full sun right now. That's under my deck. I went up too high that time, darn it. Let's do this again. There, that'll work. Okay. So let's see here. And yes, there, Kathy. All right, guys, I'm going to take these buckets over, dump them, and I'll be right back. And then I'll bring the hose back over. We can start filling the tank up, and then and put the sponge filters back in. Okay, be right back. product I use is safe here for the dechlorinating. If you use Prime, this is a real good money-saving tip here. This right here does 60,000 gallons of water change. And look on your bottle of Prime and see how much it would take to do that. I figured out over the past 3 years since I bought this, and I still got quite a bit left in there, it's probably saved me about $200 in dechlorinator. So it's really worth it. This only cost me $11 at the time, and it's the same thing. It's made by Seachem, and it's a really good product. And the only thing I had to buy were these little spoons that I got from Amazon. They were like $5, and I usually use the smallest spoon for anything under a 40, just a little bit. It's plenty. I just realized I didn't have my microphone on when I said all that, but you may have heard it. The green things, yeah, that's, hello William. Yeah, that's the dreaded duckweed that I got with an apistogramma purchase on eBay. And from those few little pieces that I thought I had gotten all out, I got this tank and one other tank that has duckweed. Luckily, the majority of my tanks are duckweed free. Just had to sip my Pepsi here. I'm so thirsty. I have to get very small spoons for the correct measurements. Yeah, and they're not very expensive. You just go on Amazon, and I know that the biggest spoon, June, is for 300 gallons. So let me show you that. I know that the biggest one here, you just want to have it level. You don't want to have it heaping. But that's a 300-gallon water change. And that's to change out, well, in other words, this is enough to dechlorinate 300 gallons of non-dechlorinated water. So in other words, I wouldn't use this on a 300-gallon tank. I would use like the second or third one down. Because you got to realize all the water that's in your tank already is dechlorinated, right? And you don't really need to use that much. So I'd use less, like half of what they would say for water changes. And they say you can go up to 4 times the amount and still be safe. So, you know, you could use that big one if you wanted to, but for me, I'm a little more frugal. I like to just use what I need. $300 gallons is where the directions start. Yeah, because your tanks go 300 gallons and more. Yep, so probably the biggest one would probably be good for any of yours for like doing water changes on. In other words, you got like a 450, you'd want to do this one, and then maybe one of the smaller ones. Oh yeah, I know it does. It sticks everywhere, all over your, my hands have some on there, I think. It gets everywhere. And hello, Masha, welcome. I'm good to see you. I don't have my magnifying glass over here to see this. I better go grab that, actually. I just realized something's missing. And well, this is, well, what I'll do before I grab my magnifying glass, I'll go ahead and start hooking up these sponge filters. nice flow there. I will get these on this one. There we go. I only managed to get a few gallons of water on the floor. All right, I'm going to check out this chat now. You can see we got really good flow from the hang-on back filter. The sponge filters are working a lot better. That's a good sign if you see your sponge filters are... You'd think that the bubbles would stay the same no matter what, but they don't. I've noticed that every time I've taken them off and put them back on, they always work better. Every once in a while, I'll have to take the plastic pieces apart and use like a paper clip because you might get some calcification in the hole there that from like water deposit, I think it is. I have 2 canisters to clean and then I'm done. Nice. Could put one off until tomorrow. That's how I do things usually. I procrastinate. But you know, that's another reason I like doing this, the live maintenance, because it basically gives me more inspiration to do it. I mean, not that I don't do it, but it actually cuts down my procrastination because I have it planned. And it's easier for me to do it this way because I could say, well, I got it planned, but then I'll change my plan. And this way I can't do that, so. My motto. Why do today what you can put off until tomorrow? Right. June, do you use canisters for your turtles? That's a good question. It's so good to see you, Bunny dear. Planned procrastination, yeah, that's even better. That's how I roll. David, how you doing? I'm just doing some tank maintenance here for the Saturday sharing edition of the Aquatics Anonymous. How you doing? This is what I call my one tank at a time edition. I just go around each Saturday and do some stuff on a tank. I might do a breeding project on one of these coming up. I should be getting the rest of my cinder blocks later this month and get my new stand set up, and then I'll be able to start actively breeding the fish that I want to do, like my cherry barbs for one, And my wild type bettas, I want to get them going and having tanks to separate the male and female, because that's the reason why the male keeps eating all the eggs, because I think he's nervous because she's still in the tank with him. Just cleaned my upstairs 55 and 75. Nice. Should always plan for today what you'll do tomorrow. Yeah. After I was on the way back from the range, and I'm like, why did I do this today? Why did I plan this when I knew I was going to go to the range? Because I always go there, and it's like a lot of walking up and down the 100-yard line, and then every time you do a target check and whatever. But I got my exercise in. I tell you what, I probably got a good mile or two on me. That's not bad. The water line's getting up there. I let it get up above the black a little bit, but I'm going to stop it before it starts running over. But moved a bunch of plecos to the other tanks. Oh, nice. Yes, see, it's that kind of stuff that I need to do, because I need to move. I actually need to move more plecos. I want to add some more plecos to this tank. I just got the one female there. She's really big, and I got plenty of males, so I'm thinking about maybe putting a cave in there for them, over there in like in that corner or something, and then see about getting them breeding. Plan procrastination is the key to successful projects. Yeah, that's right, Kathy. All right, I'm gonna go turn the water off, guys, and I'll be right back. Just want to give everything a nice wipe down now. Yeah, that's looking nicer. Okay, let's take a look now. Now's my favorite part, where I can sit and relax for a moment. And we have Curtis in the chat. Hello, Curtis. Good to see you, my friend. I'm just doing some tank maintenance on this 55 gallon. And there's all the, look at all the tiger limmies they got. A real nice man in Kansas sent me these. I'm doing great. It's just before 11. Oh, so you're on the West Coast, right, Gabriel? Okay. Wiping the front is a good way to get waters. Not to get water spots, yeah. They are a pain. Skull, honey, that's Skull is Curtis. He's the one that sent me all these nice fish. And then M&C Aquatics, that's Mike. L-Fish Tanks is David. My wife's still learning everybody's names yet, so. Skull is the man, you better believe it. A good man, too. But look at that, it's looking better. I mean, this will all settle down. And then, actually, I got quite a bit of the duckweed out with the water change, believe it or not. I mean, I had a lot that I had to separate through there. Shows up in video. Lurking while filling tanks, all right. Yeah, I just filled this one up. Did a nice, probably 30% water change on it. I usually do about 20 or 25%, but I did a little more this time. Because this is like 3 weeks since I did my last one. My name is Michael Ezekiel. Oh, okay, William, all right. Oh, today. All right. I've always called you William Jansen, all right. I'll be down in the fish room in a few hours running through the weed. Oh, yeah. Watching but doing water changes. Hello, Rob. Welcome, my friend. Good to see you. I just did the project on this tank. I got some bad sponge filters that needed it. And did a nice water change. If you guys haven't checked out Rob's channel, he's got a fantastic channel. He does great live streams, got beautiful fish. He just got some new tanks, and he's going to be getting, maybe I shouldn't tell him everything, Rob, because I know it want to be a surprise, so unless you want me to, you can say yes or no. But he's got a lot of cool stuff. That's wonderful. So are these kind of live streams that you guys, are you enjoying this kind of stuff? I mean, because I got a lot of projects coming that aren't just cleaning tanks, but I want to do some breeding projects and stuff. You don't mind? Oh, okay. Well, Rob is he's got a really beautiful new posh tank, and it's he's gonna have it for discus. And they're gonna be beautiful. It is a lively chat. Oh, yeah. Gabriel is such a nice man, Kathy. He had a live stream last night we were watching. Or was it the other, was it last night or the day before? I know you were on Jorge's last night too. I do believe, let me see, Curtis has some cool fish too. Even the ones we've never seen. Yeah, he's got a lot of cool stuff. That reminds me, Curtis, you did part 1 of your tour. You still need to do part 2 coming up. Not to put the pressure on you or nothing, but we need a part 2 of that. Oh, a Dutch style aquascape. That's going to look beautiful. Yep. And yep, yours is on Thursday. Yes. Don't get to see much chat on my phone as the format only shows 2 or 3 lines. Yeah, it's because I'm doing the vertical right now. My StreamYard, since I've started streaming more, I run out of my 20 hours, so I may have to eventually get a paid plan because I go through 20 hours in less than a month. But what I'm trying to do right now is keep my 20 hours, not have to pay, and then use the YouTube live to kind of supplement it. Nice to see new babies in my 30s. Oh, nice. Well, we're going to see those on Wednesday, right, Ed? That's going to be fantastic. Well, and now that you see right below you, Ed, is M&C Aquatics. And we were going to ask you, He has a wonderful live stream, not this Sunday, but next Sunday at 7. Oh, Rob, thank you so much. That's very kind of you. You're too kind to me, brother. Thank you so much. And we're going to have you come and join on the live stream on that Sunday. Yes, on Wednesday. Great. But if you're available for the Wave Makers on Sunday, that is at that's on at 8:30 our time, 7:30 their time, because they're in the Central Time Zone. Thank you again, Rob. Thank you so much. Yes, I will be there. Oh, great. Did you hear that, Mike? Wonderful, wonderful. That is really, really cool. I sure am a blessing to have found this great YouTube community. You know what, Gabriel? We're blessed to have you too. You're a wonderful person. You and your wife both are so wonderful. And speaking of wonderful, here is Charlotte. Hello, Charlotte. Turn around so I can see you better here. Hello. Hello, everybody. Good to see you. Okay, I'll turn this back around now. There we are. Whoops. So good to see you. Also, Charlotte, Mike was asking for the Sunday stream, not this Sunday, but a week from Sunday. That one that we did, it's at 8:30 my time, so that make it 1:30 your time. So that's a little bit late, but unless you're still up. And also Rob too. I know that Mike mentioned that too. If both of you. So that's great. Are you addicted to fish or aquariums? If yes to either, you are in the right place. Yes, you are. Yep, and Charlotte is my co-host when she's able to make it. She does have the admin powers, so whenever she's feeling up to it and is able to make it, it really helps me out. Saying hello to everybody, that's wonderful. Hello, FM. Good to see you, my friend. This is the One Tank at a Time Saturday sharing edition of the Aquatic Addicts Anonymous. And today's one, what I did was a clean on this 55-gallon tank. I mean, it doesn't look like it right now because everything's still unsettled, but cleaned out the sponge filters that were very bad. They're all running very good now on my air system. I noticed that the everything collected around my power filter on the back there, so I got to move them plants back because they're kind of like adhering to the intake sponge. But everybody's doing good in here, and the sponges are all running great. Everybody was commenting on the dragons. I got a whole box of this stuff, of the dragon stone. I'd like to send some to Rob, but it would cost a fortune to ship it across the Atlantic. And they're heavy too, so it'd probably cost hundreds of dollars to send something like that. Is that a painted background? That's painted, yep. I used paint on it. Most of my tanks are painted that J blue. Oh, I was going to show Rob what I'm going to do also in one of these projects is that, you know, all my stands are the cinder blocks, but see on these I painted them and they look really nice. So I got all the way down the way there. Those are all painted. But then I got these ones that aren't. So at some point I'll do a thing and I'll just paint all these blocks, make everything uniform. And the same as over here, I'll paint them up. And everything will be, those are some of the blocks I got for the new rack that I'll be putting here. See, I plan on moving this entire rack over there. And then, if you can see up top here, I got those drops right there that I put this stand up in a quick hurry because I had an emergency coming around. So I bought this you had to put it together, but I needed to do it quickly and get these tanks going. And it was after I had this already set up, so I didn't really have a chance to really plan that one out too well, but I'm going to empty all these down enough and get a friend over here. I'm going to try and move it over. I'm going to try and move it over there. I only have so many power outlets down here. I hired an electrician to come in, and they added three more or four more power supplies, like right up there. 4 more of those. I'm down here most of the time. I see that Shelly says, if I had a basement, I'd never leave it. I'm down here a lot. So yes, I'm down here quite a bit. Quite a bit indeed. I enjoy it down here though. I come down here with my coffee, you know. Eric Wyrock, hello my fellow Michigander, how you doing? Good to see you, my friend. Those hearts are heading right back toward you, buddy. Thank you so much. That's why I put mine in the kitchen. Oh, you like? If I spent all the time in the kitchen, I'd probably weigh about 500 pounds, though, Sadie. So it's a good thing it's down here in the basement. Your studio. Oh yeah, well you have your studio, Kathy. I mean, it'll be over. It'll be over a little bit. Hello, Bill Meyer. Hey, long time no see. How you doing? It's been forever since I seen you, Bill. I got to make the 80-mile trek out to y'all. We could live stream together. Yeah. Nice. You remember Bill Meyer, Kathy? I haven't seen you in quite a while. I hope you're doing well, Bill. A 3x5 studio? Oh, she's got more room than that. She's going to probably have... oh, you know what else? I got a better idea yet. Instead of moving it that way, Kathy, what I will do is I'll just... I can drill some holes in this end piece here because there's nothing there. Right through there I can put like 6 or 8 airdrops up there and just move it back this way toward the window instead of back in your area. That way. So see, I care about your area. You know, you're not going to go without your studio. I got enough room down here to do a lot, really, so... Hello, Lori. Yes, there's a lot of potential down here. I'm hoping that once oh, that's another thing I was supposed to do yesterday, but I didn't. I never contacted my LFS to see about getting all those dragon bloods and red zebras to them. But I'll do. Maybe I can do that. I'll do that Monday, I think, because Sunday I don't think he's there. I can check on it anyway because I got that would free up 4 75-gallon aquariums for some really good breeding projects that I could do. I might even, who knows, I might even get some rainbow fish of some type. You never know. It's something I've never had. But I've always wanted to get angelfish, so that's one thing that I would definitely want to do in one of them 75s. On holiday, but still editing videos. Oh, all right. Draw our Kathy studio with some chalk, and you can visualize the space you have to use. Oh, yeah. Well, I can't use all this space. I mean, I couldn't handle it. I was telling Glenn and Rob, I said if they were here, you know, I could have my area, and they could run their other part, and the rest. There'd be room for all 3 of us. I can only handle so many tanks. No, no, that's all right, Kathy. You do need your area. That's fine. We got, like I said, we got enough area down here. I can manage. I can put that rack anywhere pretty much, as long as I get power to it. Did a load of filming to keep me busy on the holidays. Oh, all right. Isn't it though, Curtis? It's so good to see Bunny. I tell you what, always brightens my day when she pops in here. Such a sweetheart. I'm up to 18 tanks now, and for some reason, they just keep showing up. That's the way it works. One tank at a time. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, the Petco sale is on too. I would have an 8x12 for the tortoise, 10x12 for the ferrets along the wall. Yeah, there's lots of room down here, Charlotte. you could have an elephant down here. We all have that problem. MTS, that's right. And you're at the right place for that too, because this is the Aquatic Addicts Anonymous. I'm not saying it's a bad thing to have that addiction by any means. In fact, I think it's a lot of ways it's probably saved my life more than once. So, yeah, this is our way of managing our support group. You know, we're supporting our addiction together. You know, we're enabling each other. Sometimes we need help with questions or answers and something. So much room to play with for the two of you. There's lots of room. Make sure you get Kathy's done first. Well, I've already painted the wall. She wanted this. I'll show you that. She wanted to have a teal wall, so I did that. So that's going to be how wide her area is. She's going to have a nice desk there. I can probably even go over farther. And paint some more of the wall. I could probably paint the whole wall, but yeah, I don't know. That's a lot of work. It took me a while to get that done. But that's where her desk is going to be, and I'll probably make some little walls around it, maybe a door to give her some more privacy when she's working. But yep. Oh, I was going to show you this also. This is the substrate I got for my new tanks. I got the pool filter sand. I got this black diamond blasting grit, which is really nice stuff. That was only like 10 bucks at when I bought this at what is it? Truck Supply? No, Tractor Supply. And then I got this pool filter sand at Menards, and it was like $12 for a 50-pound bag. And I got this fluorite when it was on sale on Amazon. I bought this like 2 years ago for like $15. 15-pound bag. And then I got crushed coral. I love Tractor Supply too. Get some really great deals. Let's check out the black mollies for a minute. I know that Juanita wants some of these from Dixon's Designs. I told her that I would get her a trio out to her. You should have about 100 to spend. Yes. I've never had rainbow fish yet, but I'm really thinking about trying some. Here's my little betta girl over here. She's looking good. She had her eyes were really whited over, like she had cataracts. And then I did her a nice clean on her tank. Of course, it wasn't, right now it doesn't look like it. But then I put some Indian almond leaves in the tank with her, and her eyes cleared up within about 2 weeks. So she's doing really well. I got some of the Xenotoka dodroi in here with them. That looks like it might be a male coming on there. I put like a trio in there. Oh, that's interesting. I never seen that before. Kind of, She's like, you bite my tail, I'll bite yours back. I keep an eye on them though. If they get too rambunctious, I'll move them. This is her tank. I love the fins on her. Look at that. The outside edges of her fins are just kind of reddish, and then the rest of her is like a beautiful pink color. We should talk, Jeff. Willing to do some trades. Ah, all right. Yeah, absolutely. And I agree with Greg. We love Bunny. Absolutely. I'll bring you over here to these. These are some fish that people don't like too much, but I love them. My fire mouths. I bred all these. They all get along pretty good. There's the only survivor, Curtis, out of that whole tank. I got a nice female there. She's the only survivor out of that entire tank. I had 43 fry. The male and the other female out of the trio, they were all dead, but she's the only one that made it. But I just did this tank the other day, and it's looking good. You set this down, give them a little bite to eat here so you can watch these guys eat. They're all hungry, I can tell. They see the can, they'll come up. Okay guys, here you go. I'm missing some of the chat. What are you going to connect? I need to get some fish connections too. I got to have some tanks I need to stock up and get some. And there's some of the little convicts I'm going to be sending to Melvin when the time comes. You want some of these? I'll probably get him that big one right there. Oh, did you? That's great, Greg. Nice. I wish my LFS was a little more willing to work with me. I've taken him a lot of fish over the last 40 years. I tell you what, he's made a ton of money off me. A lot of money. I think I've made more money since I went on Get Gills for the last year and a half than I made in the 40 years I worked with him. And he got hundreds of fish from me. Hundreds and hundreds. I got pennies on the dollar. I mean, it's okay if you're a businessman. It's good to be shrewd, but come on, you gotta give back a little bit to the people that made you rich. Because I spent a lot of money there over those years. Oh, let me show you the other Xenotoka here. I got lots of new fry in here too. Up there in the hornwort, there'll be some up there too somewhere. I've seen a bunch. Got some little bitty ones there. Well, little bitty, they're still good sized fry when they come out. Oh, you're trading your big male Oscar? What are you trading it for, Mike? What are you trading your Oscar for? Let's see. Don't look back, not worth it. Oh yeah, I know, Kath. I shouldn't do that, but I do. You know, I just kind of, when you get took, you know, it kind of sticks with you a little bit. And that's basically what my LFS does, is take people, really. Here we go. Oh, there's the female. She's down there now. This is the male up here. This is the Ephesimian Austral. This is the gold lyre tail killifish, golden Austral. I wonder if we can see any eggs on that mop. They lay a lot of eggs on this mop. That's another thing too. I can't. I'm making excuses for myself because I could get a container and put those eggs in it. But I'd be more apt just to take this mop out and put it in another tank and let it go that way. But there's one of my little surviving bristlenose in this tank. I had a bunch of them. Got them all grown out. But look at him, he's beautiful. They're a little, well, when they get near that blue star endler over there, he'll chase him. Time to take it to the next level, Jeff. Yes, it's getting there. It is getting there, yep. Once like I say, it all going to boil down when I get rid of all the African cichlids that I can't move. They're taking up that 40-gallon breeder. Of course, I can't, the ones over there are Kathy. She wants the red zebras. She loves the orange ones, so that tank's going to stay as is. But that 75 and these two 75s along back over there are all going to be cleared out for new breeding projects. Well, did I miss what you were going to trade your Oscar for, Mike? I think I might have. Let me go back here. Oh, hi, TK. I didn't see you there. Hello, TK. I'm sorry I missed you. I'm trading the big Oscar tomorrow. Only a fool trips on something behind them. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Oh, some black chin live bearers. Oh, nice. And a couple 20 longs. Wow, that's a good trade. Those black chins are nice. Does anybody remember a YouTuber by the name of Shenandoah Aquatics? I used to follow his channel, and then he just disappeared. Hello, Wally's Freshwater Aquatics. Good evening to you. Everyone, hope you're all doing well. Yes, sir. How are you doing? Good to see you here. Hi, Ray and Wally from Charlotte. I do. There's Ray Aquatics. Hello, Ray. I didn't see you come in there. Sorry about that. I've been running my mouth here, and I can't really see the chat very well because I was doing a project earlier. Just like Yellowstone disappeared. Yeah. Right. Well, there's my placat male right there, and I got a female. Where's she at? I got she's called a cellophane placat. She's kind of like a cream color, but that's him right there. And I can't really breed him in this tank because I got too much commotion in there with those two sponge filters, but I got two of them in there because I got so many plecos in there. Got some big ones, and I'm going to start getting some pairs out to people. Look at that. Yeah, nice fish. I still got some of my Bloody Mary shrimp over here. I had a bunch in there, I mean, but they're going down because after adding the fish in there. Of course, I did that because of that scud problem I had. But it has helped. I don't see very many scuds anymore. But I know there's some still in there because look at that Ludwigia right there. You can see they've been eating on it. Mmm. I love that killifish. Oh, my hand's shaking too much. I was at the range all morning, so I'm still a little bit shaky for some reason. I always do that a little bit, popping off rounds. But yeah, here we go. Lots of pairs in this tank. I'm going to get some of these pairs out. Somebody who has never bred them before, it's a treat. You know, you'll get some enjoyment out of them. For sure, they're fun to breed. Yeah, I got probably about 6 pairs in there, I bet. Hello, Holly. Holly Gibbs is here. So good to see you. The freaky fish lady. Trying to hold this camera still, guys. I'm sorry about that. My goodness. Very nice. I'm going to bring you around the other side, and I'm going to see what the let's go see what the albino crebensis are doing over here. We can take a look at the fish that I'm going to be moving out of here. Are going to be these guys. This whole tank, including him. That's Casanova's son right there. I'll keep that convict, but all these dragon bloods are. That's Casanova right there. I hate to get rid of him. He's such a beautiful fish. I might find a way to keep him, but everything else is going. And I got 2 pair of these convicts in this tank. I know they're not nothing to. They're not gonna stay in the 75 gallon. I'll move them to another tank. But this 75 gallon right here is gonna be opened up for something else. And then these are the fish that my wife likes. So I keep these for her, and I do videos for her, and so she can see them. She can't really make it down here just easily yet, but we're working on her health to get her down here. But she loves these guys. In fact, they look like they might be hungry. Maybe I should give them something to eat. If I can find their food. Must be over here. Let me grab them something to eat over here. There it is. This is just some of the food I feed them. They are gonna. Guy right there, he's going. One of those eye biters. Oops. Let's put some more in. If I can hold the damn phone steady here, enough. They are hungry. These guys can eat. One of those little bitty ones made it. With all those big mouths in there, that's a little survivor so far. He ain't out of the woods yet, though, because that guy right there could still eat him. So, might want to keep him because he's, you know, special. Oh yeah, but the here we are over here. The albino cribs. This is that black blasting grit. Oh yeah, you like those zebras? They're nice. I was going to say go. I have local Kathy, but won't deal with them. Plus the shop travel. Yeah, my shop is crap. Oh, here, Greg, I want to show you this. If you're down here is my, I can't tell if that's a male or a female. It might be a female. Paradise fish. If you can tell by looking at it. It's got fairly long dorsal fin on it, but I'm not sure. That's a female? Okay. Yeah, because this tail fin isn't really that long. So I need to find her a male. Yeah, September is a good time of year to do the fish swapping stuff. Yeah, I want to get a male for her because she's a beautiful fish. I think I got 6 males here when it comes to these cribs, though. Although that one might be a female coming on because you can see just a little bit of purple coming onto the stomach. I might have one female, I'm not sure. But I bought 6 of them, and I can tell you most of them are males. There's my trio of cherry barbs. They've been doing really good. That's a fish I want to breed out and make more of. They're beautiful. No air. I'm missing something in the chat here. Let me go sit down here. I don't want to miss out on the conversation. That's a lot of fun for me, seeing the conversation in the chat. $40 miles. I'm just going to scroll up a little bit. I have 200 miles for my fish shop. Wow. I was going to go stay at Davenport in September for the Quad City swap, but you are a ways from there. I am a ways. Freshwater aquatics, I'm very fortunate. I have at least 8 fish stores within a 30-mile. Wow, I only have one. Except for like PetSmart and Petco. I have one of those each. I have local Kathy, but I won't deal with them. Plus the shop I travel to sell rare fish too. Yeah. My local shop too, Rob, I tell you, you know, once it's soured, it's really hard to get any type of business relationship going again. Once that line was crossed, you know. But in this situation with these African cichlids, you know, if I get anything for them, I'll be happy. And that is a female, okay. Yep, so I need to get a male. All right, I think I'm caught up with the chat now. Oh, it says no air is a bitch. Ours runs intermittently. Yeah, well, it keeps the temperature controlled. Right now, I got the air conditioner on down here, and I'm still sweating. But I always do that after range day. I'm always so hot. I get overheated out there in the sun. Really, really gets hot. But that 40-gallon breeder right over there, I'll zoom in on it. That's going to be my shell dweller tank right there. It's a 40-gallon breeder. And when they're all out of there, I already got shells in there. Everything's all set for them. And I'm going to bring my Neolamprologus multifasciatus down here. I got about 40 of them. It's going to go in there. And we're getting bombarded with stream elements, it looks like. Yes, that's going to be good having the multis in there. It's going to be really nice. And one of those 75 gallons, I wouldn't mind doing some other type of shell dweller and maybe some rock dwellers, like some of the Julia transcriptus. I love those transcripts. They're beautiful fish. Julie's. I wouldn't mind getting a spawn out of these guys too. That'd be beautiful to get a spawn of these killifish. I'm going to try. Yeah, I'm gonna need to get a lot of rocks. I got a lot of the flat rocks too, that I could use it to make those nice little caves and stuff for them. Probably need to buy some more rocks as well. But I got a lot of the flat rocks. I can put like little rocks and make a caves and different levels for them, like plateaus and stuff. But I love the contrast on them. And if you ever see Rob's pop up with his live stream, you'll say Mr. Fishbert, he'll show those on his when he does his live stream generally. And they are absolutely stunning. They don't get too big either. They get about, what, 3 to 4 inches maybe? I'm not sure how the full maximum size. I think I seen for the transcripts it's supposed to be like 3 inches. Something like that. Nothing too huge. They love the Texas Holy Rock, yes. That Texas Holy Rock is more expensive than the Dragonstone is for me. $2.5 to $3, nice. That's a good sized fish. Not too big. My days of having the gigantics are over. I mean, I love the Oscars. I love the Red Devils. All them big boys. I've had those. I've been around that block more than once. And they're great fish, and I have nothing bad to say about them, but at this point in my hobby, I'm kind of getting down to the smaller stuff. I think I do want to get some angelfish, definitely. And some Corridoras, definitely. I've never had either one of those. So that's going to be great. Looking forward to it. I'm either going to get the orange Venezuelans or I've always liked the albino Corridoras. They just look great. I've always loved the look of the albino Corys. That's something I really want. I'm doing angels with the discus. Oh, that's going to be beautiful. Yeah, it's going to look great in there with them. I seen when we did a while back on the stream, we did a discus special where I went to a store online that specialized. They had some really beautiful discus too, and they sold them in pairs, and they weren't cheap. They were really expensive. But they also had the tank mates for them. They had Altum Angels. They said that that's something you could keep with them. And I was like, yeah, those are pretty expensive too. They're not a bargain fish, that's for sure. But when you see those discus, Rob, and they're gliding across your new tank, you're going to be sitting there and you're going to be like, oh my God, I'm so glad I got this. It's going to look so nice. The beautiful, stunning discus are going to be just majestic along with those angelfish. It's going to be beautiful. I can't wait. It's going to be so very nice. It's got some extras in there, convict and firemouth. Send these to, except the pink. I'm going to keep the pink ones, but I'm going to send that convict and that firemouth, I think, to Melvin. Lots of fish I'd like to have, but can't right now. That's the story. That's how it goes, you know. Yeah, discus and Ultima Angels. What a combination there, huh? That would be. I'm not there yet for that type of that high of an echelon fish, but maybe someday. Right now, I'm going to be happy to get some angelfish, either like the black ones or the koi. I also like the platinum pearl scale angels. They look nice too. Something like that. Get them breeding, you know. I'd love to see some baby angelfish. But you know me, guys. When it comes to breeding fish, I just love breeding fish. I love to breed fish. I love to raise the fish up, and I love to get them to people who enjoy them, and that makes me very happy to do that. That's why I can't wait. When I get a chance, I'm going to try and send those black mollies to Juanita over at Dixon's Designs. She mentioned to me a while back that she wanted some. And that's that's what I like to do. I like to share, I like to trade. Trading in this I know when David mentioned earlier about something he wants to trade, I like doing that. Me and Curtis do that. I learned that pretty much from Curtis because he says that's the best way to do it when you trade to other hobbyists. You know, they stuff they specialize in and stuff that you specialize in. But yes indeed. I think that will probably wrap us up for this Saturday on the special Saturday sharing edition. And everybody out there, if you see somebody you don't know and want to just check out their channel and show some love to each other and be good to each other, that's what it's about. Be good to yourself and be good to everybody else. Game over. You better believe it, Bill. Good to see you, my friend, and thank you so much. I hope to see you again soon. I have a live stream coming up next Wednesday, and then this Sunday, me and Mike and Curtis, and I'm not sure who all else. We're going to be on Sunday at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, 7:30 Central, and he does a really nice live stream there, and it's really laid back, and we just have a good time. A sub would be truly appreciated. Yes, it would. Absolutely. And Mr. Fishbird is a great guy. Check out his channel. And like I said, when he does a live stream, wait till you see his Congo tetras and all the other fish that he has. It's just beautiful. Thank you, Sir John. It's so good to see you. And I would really appreciate it if we could stream together someday. That would be nice. Thank you, Bunny, so very much, honey. I'm so glad to see you. And Kathy will be feeling better. She's been a little ill lately, but she's going to get better. I'm going to see to it. I'm not going to allow her to get sick. Not too sick, just get her better. So everybody, I want to tell you all I love you very much, and I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your Saturday. And I will see you guys very soon. I'll be on Sunday with Mike for the Wave Makers, and then next Wednesday I'll be on. And who knows, I might even do a pop-up between now and then. You never know. But it's so good to see you all. And there, I can see you now better. So, love you guys, and you have a nice day, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping in and visiting with us today. We'll be back next Saturday at the same time, and we'll have a good time then, too. I'll have another tank project. I'm going to try and think of something different to do rather than just cleaning the tanks, because I have a lot of stuff I need to do, so I'll do that. Maybe one of these times I'll be like maybe planting some plants, or adding Anubias to a piece of rock and putting it in, something like that. Just basic little projects that might be enjoyable. Noisy Aquatics, oh damn, I joined at the end. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, I started at 1 o'clock, and we're just, you just joined. Well, you know what? I hate to do that when people just come in. I can go till 2. I can go 11 more minutes. As long as you're here. What we did today, I can tell you, Noisy, is that what we did is I worked on my 55-gallon tank, and I'll take you over there so you can see it and explain what we did. I'll take me off me, and I'll walk you over there. And here is the 55-gallon tank. What I did is I cleaned all the sponge filters out today. And that one doesn't look like it too much, but it really, they were absolutely filthy when I cleaned those out. But they really do a good job, those double sponges. For some reason, they seem to work better. And did about a 30% water change on this tank. I took the water down to probably, about here. Probably about 30%, maybe a little bit more. And then I used my Chem Safe to dechlorinate it, and I put a hose on there and filled it back up. It's looking good. It's clearing up really nice. And the fish are doing good. These fish here are Isla tigerlimias. These come from Haiti. And I know if Curtis is still here, I'm not sure if they're on the endangered species list, but I think they are close to it, maybe. They're a fish that definitely you want to keep going. Keep streaming. I will do that, Rob. Yes. As long as everybody's having a good time, that's what matters to me. I love streaming, and I just don't know if I'm overstaying my welcome with you guys or not, because I know you guys have other stuff you want to do. I've been wondering about those double filters. Good to know. You know what I like about them too is they're so much easier to clean. You can just leave it on like that, pull them off, clean them up, and just put them back on. They are so easy. I'm thinking about changing over to all those. But they do a great job. I mean, they gather up a lot of stuff. Every time I clean those out, they're the dirtiest ones. So you got to be doing a good job. I did order 7 of those double filters. Oh, nice. They are nice. We wouldn't be here if we had things to do. Oh, okay. All right. Fair enough. I'm just waiting for my 475-gallon, to fill. All right. I think the limia are borderline endangered, but not for sure. Yeah, that's what I was wondering, Mike, if they were. I know that they were not in a great spot in nature, but I didn't know how bad they were in Haiti. Young Jeff lurking, low volume, family around. They get jealous. I like my fish more. Excellent. Yeah, we do love our fish. But we love our families too, and we love our friends. Family first. I know it's hard to say that when you're a fish addict like we are, but family does come first. Maybe fish might come second or third. You never know. I do spend a lot of time down here, but I always make sure I'm up to help out upstairs with Kathy and the boys. I got my 2 kitties up there. They're getting up there in age. I'm in my final touches of the fish room this weekend. So excited. Oh, nice. Oh, and Volcanic Sub DJ Guppy and Noisy Aquatics. Thank you so much, Sadie. That's very nice. Oh, you know something? As long as I got you here, Noisy, I'm going to do this. I'm going to go ahead and add you as a moderator so you can check out people's channels. And that way, you can do it. All you do is touch on their name or their icon, and it gives you an option to go to their channel. You go to the channel, you can hit a sub and watch one of their shorts. And then what you want to do is give it a thumbs up and a little comment. That way, YouTube won't take away the sub. Otherwise, they'll think you're a bot. So it's always good to do that. And thank you, Curtis, for doing that, bringing his up. Yep, so now you can go on there, and if you see somebody you don't know in chat and you want to be friends or whatever, you give them a sub. And like I said, it's always good to watch a short at least, and then leave a thumbs up and a like. You have to do a comment. That way that they know it's an actual person who did it. You did sub, all right. Yes, if you see anybody in here that you didn't get, you can check them out if you like. I always encourage people to support each other. I mean, when you get right down to it, all we have is each other out here. And that's what it's about. People helping people, enjoying the hobby together. And that's what I like a lot. Probably some of the most that I like is the fellowship and all the fun we have together, talking about fish, and we usually end up talking about food at some point, but I'm not doing that today. I'm actually staying on topic. I'm more thirsty today than anything. After I got off the range, I was like, oh, I could have drank a whole gallon of water. It was hot and I was sweating. And thumbs up, nice. I'll go to comments too. There you go, yep. And leave a little comment. Just say like, you know, you can even do like icons or whatever you want to do on it. But it makes YouTube a lot happier that way too. Absolutely. But I'm thinking about, another thing I want to do in the fish room is I want to start getting more live bears in the fish room. I want to get some swordtails. Now I wouldn't mind getting some of the wild type swordtails, but I also want to get some of the really nice bread and butter swordtails, like you got the natural green ones and you got the pineapple. But I want to keep the lines straight. You know, I don't want to mix them with other different types of swordtails. I'm going to have species only tanks. And get some really nice stuff, you know, because right now I got these guys here, live bears. I have the goodeids right here, the Xenotoka dodroi, San Marcos. And then I have my black mollies on the other side. And then I have blue star endlers. That's all I have for my live bears. I'm still listening while I do live feeds. Oh, nice! I've got hiccups because I'm not eating yet. Uh-oh. You need to have your tea, right? That's always amazing when it's people, I haven't had my tea. What have you had for tea? I said, oh, a cup of tea? No, it's dinner. I'm learning the lingo bit by bit. I'm here while doing water changes, eater change. Yes, water changes. Absolutely. Bread and butter, pineapple. Here we go again with food. Yeah, oh yeah, the pineapple swords. I haven't had anything at all yet today. Oh no, you got to eat. You got to eat to stay healthy. Too busy feeding the tribe. Well, like we say here at on the live stream, you got to feed yourself and feed your family too. So you're feeding your family right now, but you got to feed yourself also. When I get upstairs, I'll be cooking something for Kathy. I'm not sure what we're going to have, honey, but I'll make you something good. Bread and butter pickles. Yeah, we like those too. So which part of the tribe are you feeding right now, Charlotte? Are you feeding the geckos? Are you feeding the ferrets? You guys got to check out her channel. She's got a lot of cool stuff. Maybe I'll eat a cricket. Yeah. Oh, I make pickles. Sadie makes pickles. Nice. I love pickles. I had some last night. I made a cheeseburger last night for dinner. And I had some, they were dill pickles, but I do like the sweet pickles too. The bread and butter pickles. Geckos. Oh, yes. Those are the morning geckos, right? Now, those breed by themselves. Is that the one? They don't need to have a partner to breed. They just are automatically pregnant. I found that to be absolutely fast. I've heard it with like the marmacrab crayfish, the self-cloning, that they're just eternally pregnant and they just keep having babies. I love all pickles and pickled garlic. Oh yeah, that's good too. Pickles, sausage, ham, and oh yeah, I love good sausage too. Ham. Oh, I am getting hungry now. And there's Glenn, mate. How you doing? I like getting pickled with rum. Yes. Speaking of great channels, we have my mate here. This is Glenn from GB Shrimp. He'll be streaming on Wednesday before me at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Every Wednesday. So in the UK, that's 7 p.m. And then for the people out west of me, it'll be 2:30 in the Central. And then 12. So out on the west coast in California where June is and other people out there. It's a great stream. I go on his and watch his, and then I duck out and get ready to start mine up, and that's really nice. All scheduled properly and above board. It's really a good way to do things. If you're in the UK, Glenn sells the best fish stuff, and you can get on your... Yes, that's right. And I've always said this, if I wish I was there, because I'm going to be getting into the Carolina shrimp to try them out, because they got some really beautiful stuff. And I would definitely buy shrimp from Glenn or Rob, because they got really, really great shrimp. Yes, Glenn supports my fish room. Yes, he does. Buy from Glenn, and I'll post it to you. Oh, that's nice. I don't know if he can ship the shrimp to the United States, though. That'd be a problem. That's a lot of paperwork to send live animals across to another country. I mean, I was going to try and send some stuff to Canada, and I was like, it was like a huge process that I wasn't even able to really comprehend. But I have a friend up in Canada, Stubbs Aquatics. You may have seen him, Chris. And I wanted to send him some fish and then some shrimp at one point, and it just got to be too much to try and do it. But but doable. My geckos was from the States. Oh wow, that's nice. Hello, Rainer. How you doing, my friend? I did a cleaning job on this 55-gallon tank today on the Saturday sharing edition. It was pretty good. I got all the sponge filters cleaned out, and I did about 30% water change. I did a little bit of gravel vac. I got a little bit of stuff off the gravel. It looks nice. Yep, Crazy for Seahorse. His name is Rainer. He's a good guy. He was on the stream last Wednesday. And we're having Ed's Picking Up Cichlids this coming Wednesday also. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I think he said he's got like 75 tanks. I'm not sure how many tanks. He's got a lot. A lot of tanks. And a lot of really cool stuff. And there's my Adele Spinelli. Hey, Adele. So good to see you, mate. This tank does look better, though. Look at it. Really crystal clear. The fish are very happy. Oh, one of the tanks that I have that I'm going to be doing, I want to start breeding my mystery snails again. Because they were I loved them. And they were a driving force in my fish room for a long time. Waking up for work. Oh no, go back to work already. Your days off went too quick. But yeah, this tank right here, I painted that. It's called J Blue, and I got that paint from Lowe's, and that's what I painted all these tanks in the backs. It doesn't look very good like this, but from the inside you can't see that. See, it's like if I looked at this tank from the back, it would look like this. But with the light, the way it works, it just really does a good job. And that's with like 2 or 3 coats on both of these tanks. Yeah, they did go fast, didn't they? Wow. Just finished the 6-month water change on my 40 long. Oh, you know, that's a size tank, Mike, that I would really love. I wish they would start. I used to be able to get those at Myers years and years ago. They had 40-gallon longs all over the place. And now they're a rarity. You can barely find them anywhere. But that's a size tank that I really love. 40. I mean, it's the same footprint as this 55 here, but it's at a much lower, you know, it's got a easier to work in. It's like 16 inches tall. This is 21 inches. So I think it goes to about there. And the 33 long is the same footprint too. It's just a little bit less deep as well. I do too. I like the blue background. I do have a small can of paint though. I do want to plan on doing like a 10-gallon dirted tank, like a Wallstead maybe, and just have it for mainly plants. See how that goes. But I bought a can of paint just specifically to try it. But I do like the, you know, the black just brings everything down a little bit for me. This kind of brightens it up a little bit, the blue. I know that photos and whatnot, black is better for photoing stuff, but for actual just looking in the tank and stuff, this kind of brightens it up, because I don't have real powerful lights on here, but it's bright enough in there that I can see everything. I use black on some, but mainly blue, yeah. I will be doing one black tank at least. But this is what they call J Blue at the Home Improvement Center. They had some that were lighter blue. Some people use a light blue. Some people use more of a navy blue. This is kind of a medium that I thought was kind of about perfect for what I wanted. Oh, you use gray. That's an idea. I have a quarantine tank with a red background. Oh. You know, Larry D has some tanks. He has like one that has a purple background. He has one that has an orange background. And he's got one he painted like a mural. So it's got different colors on it. Just to, you know, it's kind of interesting. You can do your own, put your own personal touches on it. Yeah, the gray is nice. Very nice indeed. I'm really pleased with the way this tank is turning out. Did a nice little gravel vac on it. It looks pretty good. I do have about 200 or 300 empty ram's horn snails I got to get out of there at some point. Yes, Larry does that to support autistic children. That's right, he does. Autistic people of any age. That's really good of him. One of my metal frames has a glittery background from the 60s. Oh, nice. And Charlotte says, I have a wallpaper sample behind mine. It's blue with lighter and darker tones and hints of gold shimmer. Ooh, that sounds nice. One more tank to do and then I'm all done. Oh, wonderful. Did you get your timber for your support beams, Rob? That little filter over there, that's a aquarium co-op. That's just one I have in there. So when I set up another small tank, I'll just take that out and plug it into the air system. There is Melvin. There he is. Melvin is in the building. Be sure to smash that like button because it makes Melvin very happy. And it makes me happy too. And we want to see Melvin smile, so crack that like. Hey, good evening, Dean. Welcome, mate. I'm just showing the 55. I did a work on this tank today and did a thorough job on the sponge filters. Of course, I got to move that horn work because it's kind of adhering to the power filter intake. But I got the sponge filters all done. I did a nice gravel vac. And I did about maybe down to here water change. Maybe, I think it was 15 gallons. So I'm thinking, what is that? 15 gallons out of a 55. It's about 30% roughly. Something like that. Maybe 30%. And Charlotte saying hello to Melvin in Hobbytown. That's Dean. How are your koi doing? Your new koi that you just got. I know they're stunning looking. If I had, well, I probably could have a little, I was talking about maybe doing like a pond down here. I could build something up. Maybe. I don't know. I don't want to get too ambitious. I want to, one step at a time here. One tank at a time for me. I can go crazy and I don't want to. Right back to feeding again. Oh, nice. She's got a lot of animals to feed, I tell you that. And she takes absolutely fantastic care of all of them. I know that every little creature under her care is well taken care of. There's no doubt about it. I know I've seen how she takes care of them. And she loves each and every one of her animals. And he's saying hello, Robert. They're hungry as anything. That's how the koi are always hungry. That's a good thing, though. You want to keep them hungry all the time. I think most of these fish are hungry all the time. I could feed them. I feed them, like with this tank here, for instance. I'll feed this tank maybe 3 times a day, but smaller feedings, and I'll just kind of crush the flake up really good when I'm putting it on there because they got real small mouths and there's lots of small babies in there. So I just do that. And I'll do it by the flow of the power filter, and it'll send it all over the tank. And that way they can get, everybody can get a little bite to eat. But I do need to get that girl right there, a male in this tank. I'm going to buy some more of the watering spikes for the caves. I like to do those because they're economical and they work great. And give her a chance because I think she's absolutely stuffed full of eggs and I don't want her to get egg bound. Yes, it makes me very happy that you're in the building too, Melvin. And I was just talking about some fire mouths for you. Because he enjoys the fire mouths too. And I have that, and I got some convicts, you know. Some really nice fish that you'll like. We got lots of things coming down the pipeline. I tell you, there are a lot of projects coming, and they're all starting to come together. It's a slow process, but it's coming together. I mean, once I get my stand built and get those tanks going, things are going to pick up pretty quick. Hello, M&C. Yes, it makes me happy that all of you are in the building. Yes. You could do an African cichlid pond. Ah, I could do that. And that would free up my tanks. That's an idea. That is an idea. That way I wouldn't have to get rid of, you know, I wouldn't have to take the humiliation of taking these fish down to him and having him sell them for, you know, $50, $60 a piece. And he'd only offer me $1 each for them probably. So I wouldn't want to, yeah, that's a good idea, Rainer. You got me thinking now. I could always get one of those Yeah, I could get something to work. Maybe like one of those big tubs even. Like 100 and, well, what is it, like a 300 gallon trough? Something like that would work. That would be really good. Like one of those Rubbermaid 300 gallon things. I could just put all the Africans in there and just, you know, that would definitely, it should be enough room for them because right now they're in 475 gallon tanks, which is actually 300. Of course, it's not, they're spread out a little more. I don't know, I have to think about it. It'd be indoor, honey, but it's not a pond. It's going to be like a big tub, like a stock tank or something along that line. A small swimming pool would work well. Yeah, like something small. It doesn't have to be big. And I could have it over here near the sump, so when I go to drain it, I can just dump it right into the sump. I'm lurking and doing dishes. I should be doing dishes right now, Sadie, to be honest with you, but I'm having too much fun down here. I'm in the basement, so I gotta, I can do that later. If you can fit it through the door, you could use a horse trough. Yeah. That's what I was thinking. Well, I have these windows down here that I could actually open up or take out and bring something big in through the window, through the basement. It'd be hard to do that one because that's the emergency exit. If the house ever catches on fire, I just have to open that and climb up that little ladder. God forbid that ever happens. But I got these big windows on the back here, and then there's some over on the other side. Oh, you can't see them from here. But those can open up, and when I was entertaining the idea one time where I was thinking about saving up to get like a 240 gallon tank. It's one of 8 by 2 by 2. That's the way we'd have to bring it in here, is through that window. So it's either that or else actually build an aquarium in here, which would probably be, probably just as expensive. It might be cheaper, I don't know. And hello to Volcanics. And Melvin, that is Sadie, by the way. And Life Lessons crew, that's Melvin. Just so you know. I mean, it's not you don't have to memorize everybody's name, but I just try to help everybody out. Unless you like being called Life Lessons and stuff like that, and just like that, I'm all done. Oh, nice. The filter's cleaned. Excellent. The koi are being fed 7 times a day. At the minute, can't keep up with work and feeding. Ah. That is difficult when they're so ravenous. I mean, they just need almost constant sustenance. Their appetites are just so huge. Sunfish for Fish got a nice 1,000 gallon trough as a koi pond. Oh, nice. I appreciate that because I have a hard time with names. Yes, I do too. That's why I learned names pretty good. So I remember you, Sadie, and Melvin, of course. I've known Melvin for, well, probably over a year now anyway. A year and a half, 2 years. And then we have Charlotte and Rob. They're new friends, newer friends, but friends that I'll remember forever. And Dean, Hobbytown Aquatics, Hobbytown Chili and Koi. Yeah, I remember a lot. I remember names pretty good. And I know this, who's this? Kathy Pelham. Now, who's that? I'm just kidding. That's my wife. Hi, sweetie. Don't kill me when I come upstairs because I'm not being that bad. No, I'll be good. Yeah, enjoy the fire mouse cichlids, and the convicts look cool. They do look cool. And I got some really nice ones too. It's a very great idea for the African cichlid pond. Yeah, I might do that. I'm going to see about it though. If he takes them and gives me a little something, if I can trade him for some fish, I might do that. I might do that. Yeah, you're right. I might do this pond, or I might just see what he says. I'm going to see how it goes. First feed was at 740. Second feed was at 815. Wow. I think a pond for the Africans is an epic idea personally. Well, it might be. Might be definitely something to use one of them for cow water thing. Yeah, they got those big tubs, big, they call them stock tanks, where they have, like, where they feed water the cows. If I could get one maybe at least 6 feet long or 8 feet long, I think that might work. Use one of them, yeah. I get like $1.50 per endlers, male. Oh wow, and $1 for females. Sells them for $2.50, males and females. That is a very decent ratio. You're getting really good price for them. If I took those endlers, Sadie, to my LFS, right, and you're getting $1.50 for the males, he'd probably offer me 50 cents for them and 25 cents for the females if I was lucky. And I don't even think he'd do that. You know, he would probably say to me, "Oh no, we don't really have room for them right now. I really can't offer you anything for them." And he'd expect me to say, "Oh well, okay, why don't you just go ahead and take them off my hands?" That's what he's waiting for. That's why when he mentioned he wanted to see pictures, I'll just do a video tour down here of these, and he'll tell me. I'll say, "Okay, now what are you going to offer for these fish?" And have it that way. I'll have it on video. And then if he says nothing, I'll say, "Well, okay, guess what? I'll just do my pond down here then." I usually get about 25% store credit. That's, you know, I would be happy with 25%. If I could get 25%, I would be very, very happy. In other words, you're selling something for $10, you get $2.50 for it. If he sells it, if it's their retail price of $10, I would expect to get $2.50. And a lot of people would expect to get half, but I know that that's not possible. Fish for fish is how it should be. Yeah, I like doing that, just trading for something. I could go in and say, "Yeah, I'd like to get a trio of these swordtails and maybe a pair of pistogrammas. You take all these Africans and I call it good." And he's still going to be making out really, really well. Everyone wins then, yep. It was really interesting because I had these Vieja. They were called Pelhams. They call it the redhead. It's a Vieja. They're really beautiful fish. And I got some from the wet spot. And when I got them, they were like $8 a piece. And I raised them up. They were about a good 6 inches, and they were starting to color up really nice. And I took them down, and he looked at them, and he says, "Well, I can give you $10 a piece for them." And I was like, "Well, we're going to have to do a little better than that for these because they're so..." He says, "I got a whole tank full of them over here, and they're not moving." I walked them over there. I said, "Okay, for one thing, you got these 1.5-inch Viejas and Pelhams, who are just little silver fish. They're tiny, for $29 a piece." I said, "That's the reason why you're not selling these. You got them jacked up so high, and they're, you know, this is a $10 fish at most." And then I got the price up to 15, and I was like, I didn't want to bicker anymore. I said, "Okay, 15 each." So I got 3 of those, and that's when I had my 2 red tiger Oscars, okay? Well, just for the sake of doing it, I seen them when they had them in the tanks. I went back the next day. They were all sold except for one of the Oscars, and it had a price tag of $65 on it. So he made more in one fish than he paid me for all of them together. I knew that. But that's how he works. He's just a very shrewd businessman. And you know what? I understand that, but I don't like it. I mean, when you know somebody for 40 years, you would think that you could build some type of some type of relationship or trust that, you know, you'd be like, oh, this guy's been working with me for a long time. Let's just go ahead and give a little something back to him, you know? But that's not how he works. He's just so tight. When he dies, he's probably going to be holding a penny so tight that they can't pry his fingers open. I don't really care for that type of attitude either. I mean, yeah, that's right, Jeff. Or 2, wow, yep. No color at that size, that's right. There's no color, and charging $20, $29? That was just crazy. As per usual, I need a, yes. That's what these streams are good for, though. They give you, keeps you regular. Maybe it's because they're so relaxing, I don't know. That could be. At 40 years, there should be a good, yeah, there should be a good rapport. Especially, I mean, I've taken him so many beautiful, beautiful fish. Really desirable fish. Good selling fish. And got almost nothing for them. I think it's because he's the only LFS in the area for a long ways. We're talking probably 2-hour drive to the next nearest LFS, and that's with somebody you don't know. You'll probably get a better deal, but it's a long way to drive, and he's kind of got, I think he has the feeling he's got us over a barrel. Jeff and Kathy got him good. Oh, well, just kidding, Kathy. Don't do that, Jeff, to my friend. We want to keep him coming in the building. Did I miss something? What did I miss here? Did Kathy say something? Might need to look into mildew control doing the pond. Well, the thing of it is, Kathy, we have the whole home dehumidifier, and we might want to just maybe get another dehumidifier down here, but honestly, it doesn't really, I don't think it's really that humid down here, really. I mean, I know these tanks will put out humidity, but we do have tops on them, and that does prevent some of it. I don't sell my females. Oh, you don't sell your females? Ah. Yeah, we'll have to see about that. We'll see about the pond. I'm going to see what happens with him first. If I can trade these for some fish, but I'm not going to load him up and take him down there and have him say, "Oh no, I'll take him off your hands, though." No, I'll go on the video thing like we had planned. I'll say, "Okay, here's what we got. Make me an offer," and see what he says. If he says anything, I mean, if he says, you know, I don't think he'd be so. I don't think he'd say something ridiculous like, "I'll give you $5 for all of them." I think he'll probably do a little better than that, but you never know. Fish for fish, that's how it is. Oh, I missed, oh, you know what? My chat hung. Good evening, Humbercoy, welcome. I just happened to make it down here to see. I'm sorry about making you wait. I was on a little bit of a rant there for a moment. Make me an offer I can't refuse. Yeah. I thought it was out. And they pulled me back in. Yeah, that would be... Yeah, I'll just go with my mafia voice. I got an offer you can't refuse. Hello, Aaron. Good to see you. We did a project here tonight. We did this tank. I got all the sponge filters cleaned out, did a vacuum of the tank, and did about this much of the water down, probably 30%, I would say. You also can use Craigslist. Yeah, I can do that. I use Get Gills. Now, when I put my black mollies on there, which right now I'm building the numbers up, but I am sending a trio to Juanita at some point. My black mollies actually sell out every single time I put them up. Hello, Vidnoksky, welcome. Good to see ya. When I use Get Gills, I do it does pretty good there for me, and it's a decent site. I've never used Aquabid yet, but I know that Ed's Picking Up Cichlids uses Aquabids, and I don't know if you do it or not, Curtis. I know that who was it? Richard Reynolds, I think. I'm not sure. I know a few people that use Aquabid. I've looked at Aquabid, but I've never sold from there. You use Aquabid, okay. I've never tried Aquabid yet. It all kicked off big time. Oh. The cichlid, I had the cichlids listed forever, and nobody ever took them. And then, well, I did send some. I did actually sell some Mbunas to PA Fish and Tanks. He's another YouTuber. I haven't seen him in a while, but I sent him 5 or 6 red zebras, and I think 1 or 2. But the thing of it is, I wasn't shipping them properly. I had them in a nice box with styrofoam, which is good, but I didn't have the proper bags for them, and they were in like these. I had breather bags. They were large breather bags, but their spiny fins popped them. Oh, and Ed's Picking Up Cichlid also uses band. Now, I have a band thing, but I've never tried to sell from there. The country is about to kick off, basically. Oh, really? Politically, you're saying? Uh-oh. Well, I think this country will be ready to kick off come November, but I hope not. Hello, the Offish. How you doing, mate? Good to see you. Just did some work on this 55-gallon tank today. This was the Saturday project for today. I just got the sponge filters cleaned out real well. I got the intake. It's kind of covered. It's really powerful, and it sucked the hornwort to it. I got to separate that. Then I got this double sponge over here cleaned out. I did a vacuum of the substrate, and I took the water down about 30%. About to there. Filled it back up. So just a basic maintenance type thing today. I'm going to be doing hopefully some more interesting things coming up. I want to do my breeding project with my cherry barbs. I have the breeding basket thing built already. I'm just waiting to get my tank so I can do it. Kids being killed and people have had oh my goodness, what in the world? Regarding all the immigrants, the hotels, the UK, 92,000 of them. All the kids. So kids have been getting killed. Oh no. We got a Premium Inn hotel next town full. What is going on? You're just taking all the refugees or something? All of our hotels are full of them, Javi. Oh wow. Who's paying their hotel fee? Taxes? Oh my. Pretty much every hotel in the UK is full of refugees paid for by the taxpayers. Wow. Craigslist I have used hopefully once. I add store to my website. I won't need to use anything but that. I'm thinking about maybe I don't have really enough yet to open a website, but I know on GetGills I've had up to like 5 or 6 different things for sale. I'll tell you what sold really well were my mystery snails I had. They sold out. I mean, unbelievable they would sell out. They're living the high life. First access to dentists and medical care. Oh, and while all the people in the UK have to wait in line. That's not right. Oh, but all head offices see the money and the workforce get overworked for no money. That's terrible. I thought they got a new government in there that was better, a new group. Yes, Offish is here. So good to see you, Offish. While we struggle, yet born here and pay into the tax system. Yeah. Yeah, you got to pay for theirs too now, huh? Hmm. If I do sell, I will sell on Etsy. Oh, Etsy. Even though they take about 6.5%, I get free advertising, itemized list, statistics, and such. Can you sell your fish there too on Etsy? Or is that just like dry goods and stuff? I believe so. Oh, nice. Oh, nice indeed. I know Get Gills takes about 3%. They don't advertise, but you got your storefront there and they maintain it really well. And it's easy to edit what you have in there. And that's one thing I haven't been, because I don't have anything on my store at Get Gills at the moment. I need to get some things on there. Like I could probably start putting like pairs of these. If I can figure out the males and females, I could put a few of those on there and they would probably sell. You can sell anything on Etsy. Oh, okay. $29 for a Vieja. Oh my God. Half that price, I give you up to $7. Yeah. I paid $8 for mine, Melvin, from the Wet Spot. If you search Dino Mast Hood, listen, George. I'm cleaning down to work. Be back in a half hour. Alrighty, mate. Okay, Dean. That's a pricey placement. Yeah. Yeah, so there it's like I pay 3%. It comes off the full price. I don't think it comes off the price of the fish. It doesn't come out of, I don't believe it comes out of the shipping. It's just the price of the fish, 3% of the fish price. And then I buy my styrofoam and my heat packs and all that. So I think here in my town it's about $20 to ship. And by the time I figure out my gas, my shipping supplies and everything, I charge $25 for my shipping. And that's the priority 1 to 3 days is what I use. And I have the, if the fish are DOA, I refund it. I've had to do that a couple times, not many. Most every time I've had a problem, it's been with a breather bag popping. Comes out of the initial cost. Oh yes. I mark up the hoods to cover shipping. Discount on the shipping. Oh, nice. Well, that's great. Very nice. We'll have to talk more about that so I can figure out how I can. Don't use breather bags for sick. Yeah, I know. I found that out. That's all I had though. I found out the hard way. I guess I lost 2 out of the 6 to him. But what I did is he wanted more cichlids, so he just paid the shipping on the next box, and I sent him 5 more, and they all made it. So we got 11 fish, and he paid the shipping, the second shipping as well, but nothing for the fish. www.youtube.com. Oh, for shipping discounts. Ooh. I'm going to go back and check that out. Every jar or Tupperware is better. Oh yeah. Tupperware, yeah. Yeah, pirateship.com. I heard about that. I remember hearing Veterans Aquatics talking about that when he was shipping, using Pirate Ship. He got really good prices. I may have to look into that. Have you used them before? I'm thinking about trying it. I'm gonna go over here and give these fire mouths something to eat so Melvin can see the fire mouths. Here we go, Melvin. Coming over here to your fish. There's your little convicts right there. You probably get one of them. Let's give these guys a little bite to eat. Yeah, they'll get all that. It's the thing about the, I think the fire mouths are closely related to like the geophagus because they'll go down there later on. I'll see all of them just picking through this gravel. And they will just pick through it and get every little morsel. Look at that tiny little convict down there. Little baby one. Small. Oh, there's mine. No wonder I couldn't find it. Here's this. Now I can read the chat better. Oh, what a difference. You can get lots of Tupperware at yard sales. Well, that's good. I'm going to be doing some ranges of stickers and labels soon, and we'll look at international shipping and send some out. Oh, that's a great idea. You know, I've never done any stickers or labels yet. I should try and do that. I'll come over here and sit down over this side. But you know, I see I got all that. I could do the rack over there, Kathy, and give you all this area. Because I got that tank over there. That's got to stay, but you have all that. And I could always paint over there more if you want to have that. But I got all that room over there. Probably, I don't know how many racks I could set up. There's the female down there. So if he's going to pester her, don't. He's always trying to get her to breed. They'll go over there on that mop. There they go. We're actually going to catch them in the act here, it looks like. She's looking a little bit skinny, though. I think he's overworking her. He keeps herding her back down there. Look at that. Every time and time again, he gets her, enticing her. Give that poor girl a break. Closely related to the heroes, the firemouth. Oh yeah. Posters and wall art. Fish related, obviously, yes. And just imagine having posters of your shrimp even. That'd be beautiful. You can get lots of Tupperware. Oh, okay, I've seen that already. Getting down the end of the chat here. Yeah, the firemouth, yep. But they kind of remind me of like some of the geos that go picking around in the substrate and the sand. They seem to do that quite a bit. So yes. Yeah, posters and wall art would be really nice. I need to figure out, and I'm going to try and do a new avatar picture. than this one with the seahorse I have on it. I mean, I like seahorses and everything, but I don't have any, and I don't know if I'll get any, but as Kathy had mentioned to me, it'd be better if I had something that I actually keep and specialize in. So maybe I could do like a little black molly on a little thing and have it say, you know, Jeff Pelhams Aquatics with that or something different. Or a bristle nose. Got lots of them. A new logo, yes, I need a new logo. Yep, I'm gonna do it, I think. I just gotta work out the detail. Oh, look, there they're breeding. Still lay adhesive eggs on that in the mop. That's what they're doing right now. And he's fertilizing them as they go. Oh, you can help me with that? Oh, that'd be great. I need help with the logo. I definitely would be wonderful. I'd really like that. I really want to get a spawn out of these guys. Maybe I'd simmer him down a little bit. If I can get some fry and get him growing up. Oh, Charlotte designed yours. Oh, wow. Yours looks fantastic. I found a deal for 8 juvenile seahorses for $290 in Hawaii. Wow. That is quite a deal. Yes, we'll get together on that, Charlotte, and we can figure out how we can design it. I've figured out what we need to do. And that would be fantastic. 'Cause I mean, I have no skills when it comes to the graphics and all that kind of stuff. Oh, there she goes, getting some more eggs on there. It's a really interesting species, these guys right here. They're pretty, and like I say, they're just a little bit territorial. They will chase another fish around a little bit. Oh, it's got to have the magnifying glass, yes. Yep, I use it for this. Are you addicted to fish or aquariums? Yes, I am. My name is Jeff, and I am an addict for aquariums and aquarium fish. No denying it. It's got to have magnifying glass on it. Yes, it does. No problems, Jeff. Excellent. Well, that is wonderful. Everybody, you know what I'm going to do? I am going to call it here, I do believe, because I have to go up and have some coffee or something. I am really, really tired, and I spent all morning shooting guns, and I'm just kind of like, I need food. So I think I'll do that. And I want to thank everybody so much for visiting on this Saturday sharing edition of the Aquatic Addicts Anonymous. We'll be doing it every Saturday. I'm going to be doing some interesting projects. And remember, also, Rob, get with the M&C Aquatics, because he wants to see, he'd love to have you and Charlotte again on the show. So if you would like to do that, that's at 7:30 his time, would be 8:30 my time. That would make it 1:30 a.m. for you guys, if you're up to it and want to do that. And then also anytime on the Wednesday show, so you let me know that too. Okay, thank you so much, Humber. Thank you, everybody. Volcanic, Sadie, Rob, thank you so much, and thank you for your very generous. You're so generous, mate. You don't need to do that, but I really do appreciate it. It does help me. And Charlotte, so good to see you, and we'll talk about that, the new logo. That would be really sweet. So, and everybody else in there, I mean, there's a lot of people in there I missed, but thank you all very much. And we'll see y'all next time. So see y'all later, guys. Love y'all. Have a nice evening. Bye-bye.